All right, let's get into it. Today, we're looking at a fascinating story about what happens when a really simple act of kindness, we're talking a message on a t-shirt, runs headfirst into some pretty mean-spirited public ridicule. It's a story about cruelty, yeah, but it's also about this incredible wave of support that followed, and honestly, the power of a positive message. So this is it. This is the message at the absolute heart of our story. A 35-year-old just decided to wear this t-shirt out one day, trying to spread a little bit of light. It's a message for a total stranger, really, just a quiet little boost for anyone who might happen to see it and need it.
But as you can probably guess, on this one afternoon, that simple, kind message got a very, very different kind of attention. And let's just say it was anything but positive. So picture this. The person wearing the shirt is just sitting by the window, getting their nails done. Just relaxing, watching the world go by. A completely normal, everyday kind of thing. And through that window, the shirt and its message catch the eye of two teenage girls who were just passing by. And yeah, they did not like what they saw. And this wasn't just some passing glance, The whole thing just escalated, and it was so deliberate. First, they point. Then one of them starts laughing, like really loud and obviously. And then they pull out a phone and take a picture of a complete stranger, basically turning this person's quiet moment into a public joke. And get this, it didn't even stop there. They left for a few minutes, but then they came running back, and one of them actually shouted, "She's still there." Then they made this whole big show of taking even more pictures, making absolutely sure the person inside knew exactly what they were doing. I mean, at that point, it's just straight up harassment. An act like that, so public and just so mean, it doesn't just disappear into thin air, right? It has a really profound and immediate impact on the person it's aimed at. And here is the raw, painful fallout. This person, who had literally just come from a therapy session after having really strong suicidal thoughts, was so shaken they had a full-blown panic attack right there in their car. The very thing that was meant to be an act of kindness was twisted into a source of deep, personal shame and self-doubt. So, feeling completely ashamed and hurt, this person shared what happened online. And this right here is where the story completely flips. An entire community mobilized to fight back against that cruelty, not with more anger, but with just this overwhelming wave of support.
And the reaction was like instant. The post got hundreds of upvotes right away as people rushed in to validate their feelings and send a really clear message. You are not alone, and what those people did to you was absolutely not okay.
Then the messages started pouring in, basically confirming what the t-shirt was trying to do all along. This person points out that seeing a shirt like that would have just made them smile. It's proof that the message of kindness was reaching the right people, even if it got mocked by a few. I mean, this comment right here is just, wow. It's so incredibly powerful. It completely reframes the person wearing the shirt. They're not a victim of ridicule anymore. They're part of a group that is actively saving lives. It's just a stunning testament to the life-altering impact a simple, kind message can have on someone who's really struggling.
But here's the thing. The online community didn't just offer sympathy. They offered real, practical wisdom. They started breaking down what happened and basically created a toolkit for how to cope with this exact kind of public cruelty.
And the advice really boils down to 3 key steps. First, you got to recognize the behavior for what it is, just pure immaturity. It's a reflection on them, not on you. Second, try to reframe why they did it. People who lash out are often hurting themselves. And third, and this is the big one, focus on your why. Remember the people whose day you might change, not the people who laugh.
The community had a bunch of different ideas about what was going on with those teenagers. Maybe they were just trying to get a reaction for a social media post, chasing that online clout. Or maybe, and this is probably closer to the truth, it comes from a place of their own unhappiness and self-hatred. As one person put it so well, miserable people often feel the need to drag everyone else down with them. And that brings us to what I think is the most important takeaway from this whole story: the huge difference in the weight and the impact of cruelty versus kindness. They're not even in the same league. And when you put them side by side, the comparison is just so stark. The cruelty of those teenagers, it was fleeting. It was a cheap laugh born from their own insecurity, and ultimately it just fades away. But the kindness on that t-shirt, that has real power. It can make someone smile, it can change their entire day, it comes from a place of strength. And as we just saw, it can literally save a life. So it all leaves us with this one question, right? We all have a choice in every single interaction we have, online and in the real world. We can choose to be the person who points and laughs, or we can choose to be the person with a kind message on our back. One of them fades into nothing. The other might just change everything for the person standing behind you.